hang on. I have the chair good to okay. Like it on it. See how she does. Doing her up. Good night tonight. I'm still trying to pull up my chat, so bear with me here, guys. Hey, there I am. Hey, everybody. Dark Wolf here. Glad to see everyone tonight. Say, just give me a couple minutes. Oh, we've got some chat here. What in the world? Oh, that just messed with me. That name just messed with me bad. Oh, how'd you do that? That's crazy. All right. Anyway, please tell me his name is down. It's not just me. That's really messing with my eyes. All right. I'd like to say hey to Steve Nelson Raybon. Upside down there. QP, 23 Michael, Paul. And that's it so far. And anyone else who's listening and not chatting, hey to you too. I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with us. Upside, okay, good. It is upside down. That is so messing with my head. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. So, I got a couple things to talk about tonight, guys. Everybody, I'm sure by now has seen my rant I did about Uni Monday, and I don't take any of it back. I don't regret it. I stand by everything I say. I think he's cherry picking, and I think he's trying to mislead this community straight out. Not even going to make any two ways about it. And what's worse is he's not even responded once to patients. He's had a lot of time to do it. He's not even responded, not made a response video. No. That in, he's guilty. Hey, Silver Tinsel. Well, in my opinion, he is guilty. He's guilty of lying to the community and pushing false information intentionally. And I went through the whole live stream last time. Well, I didn't do a live stream. I recorded it live stream style. But I went through and I showed exactly how he's doing it. I showed exactly the picture using, exactly what comes up when you type in these words. Showed the whole thing. So you're welcome to go back and look at that anytime you want, guys. I left it up. I left everything up. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not taking it down. Sorry. Second, a while back I told you guys that we had found a descriptor, a signature in the Schumann data, and we had. And it had worked for us for about 5 or 6 months, 4 or 5 months at least. But it seems the data's changed now. For some reason, it's not giving us these signatures that we were seeing to begin with. They're not on the same time frame. Everything has changed. So as an honest person, I have to come out and tell you guys, you know, the data right now is just completely garbled and messed up, and just it's crap right now. I ain't gonna lie. I can't make heads or tails of the data right now. So right now, I'm not going with any shift signature data. I am still looking at it and seeing if I can find, you know, working with the group still and seeing if we can find a pattern still to be had. But right now, it's not looking pretty, guys. I don't want to mislead the community. I don't want anybody to think I was making stuff up or whatever the case may be, or I'm not coming out and telling you when it's not correct. And it's been incorrect lately. Yeah, I've heard that a lot, Steve, that we're in a mirror dimension. Hey, One Affected, glad to see you. Appreciate you hanging out. Silver, I already said hey to you, Silver Tinsel. Good to see you. I have heard the mirror dimension thing, and there's a lot of evidence. That's what's scary. There's a whole lot of evidence to suggest that mirror world is real. Anybody who's ever watched Ed from the Outer Light, Outer Dark, or Daily Rabbit Hole is what he does now. He always talks about mirror world, and we live in mirror world, which is awesome. And he's got this great New Zealand voice. Check him out if you guys ain't heard of him. Great information. He covers a lot of political stuff, if that's your style. Not my style, but I still like his stuff. So another person, while I'm out here dropping names for people that I want you guys to take a look at, there's a kind of new Mandela Effect channel called The Spiritual Scientist, guys. Check him out. Really good information. He's just like us. He's just another guy trying to figure things out. It's nothing fancy. It's no bells and whistles on his streams or his videos. It's just sitting talking to a camera. And I admire that because that's exactly how I started. And apparently I still just do that. I do play with green screen, as you guys know, every now and again, but just sitting talking to a camera, it's amazing how much courage it takes just to do that. It really blows my mind. I still get nervous. I've been doing it I've been doing videos for a year now, but I've been speaking in public off and on for quite a while, and I still get nervous every time I do it. This is the third dimension. To me, there's at least three. The Bible even says there are three heavens. Don't get me started on that. The Mormons believe there's three kingdoms of heaven, and then there's outer dark. So I used to mess with them a lot, and I'd ask them, if there's three in heaven and there's outer dark, doesn't that mean there should be three in outer dark too? Should it even out? They never did have an answer for me. They didn't like that question at all. Like, really didn't like that question. For those who know, I'm wearing a wolf shirt, dark wolf, wearing the wolf attire. You know, gotta have my wolf stuff on. Anyway, but the spiritual scientist. Let's see if I can go ahead and grab a link for him and drop it in chat real quick. I really like this guy. I've been listening to him for a couple weeks now. I don't always agree with everything he's got to say, but that's pretty much anybody I listen to on YouTube. So he's got 99 subscribers right now. Go ahead and show you guys. Go ahead and do a little screen share here. Application window. Yes, that's the one. Okay, so this is him. This is the spiritual scientist. He's only got a few videos. He ain't got a lot of work. He's only been out about a month now. He has said something about the, but this isn't following Unimundi stuff. This is actually his own experiences, and this is why I beg to think that there might be there may be something to it. I'm not saying. I'm just saying the evidence that we were given was garbage. So anyway, guys, I beg you check this guy out. I like him. I've listened to a lot of his stuff. I've listened to pretty much all of his stuff. He's trying to figure it out just like we are. His name's a spiritual scientist. That's his tag right there, or his icon. So you know what you're looking for. And I know I've sent you guys to this guy before too. I really like this one. I don't necessarily agree with his theory either. But again, I don't have to agree with your theory to like you. Everybody's got a theory. That's one great thing about this. We've all got a theory. I'm the theory guy. I got about 18 or 19 of them that I've put out on the channel. Another 8 or 9 that I'm always working on in my head. Anyway, this is Dale Dufay, Terras of the Milky Way. And he does little short 10 to 15 minute videos that are pretty much just kind of, this is his kind of therapy, I guess you'd say. What's on his mind about the Mandela effect and his explanation, his theory of it. Don't have anything for you. It's a gulf between heaven and paradise. And I read the third dimension, 3 heavens. All right. But yeah, check Dale Dufay out. He's really good too. You might not like him. I do. I think he's really cool. All right. There's that. So going back over here with you guys now. Hey, guys, what's going on? Yeah, I'm in a goofy mood tonight. I watched Star Wars tonight, guys, and I didn't just watch Star Wars. Oh, no. I went to a symphony. So what they did, this is the first year they've been allowed to do this. The original Wars, The New Hope. They showed the movie, but all the score, the music from the movie, and any music that's in it, came from the symphony itself. So the symphony's playing live music, the whole score of Star Wars while the movie is playing. It was amazing, guys. It was absolutely incredible. To have the symphonic orchestra right there playing the score of Star Wars while you're watching Star Wars, that's friggin' cool. Jonathan, hey, great to see you, Jonathan. Am I a wrestling fan, Steve? No. Not really. Every now and then I might catch a match, but it's not something I've ever really been into. Yeah, it's the first year they were allowed to do that, and um, we're one of the few that are doing it actually, and it was free. It's absolutely free. Didn't pay us a cent for it. It's absolutely incredible. If you guys get a chance to go to this, please, I beg of you, see it. It's worth the experience. Jonathan, great to see you, bud. Glad you decided to drop in and join us. Quite an experience I had tonight. It was fun. It was so much fun. And I didn't see any silver legs on C3PO. I had my friend with me that's going. She's an ME too. And she's, hey, look at his leg. Look, it's not silver. It's not a silver leg. Look. Just little ME stuff all through the movie. It was great. It was really great. I had a good time. But I'm kind of rambling tonight. I really am. I don't have a whole lot. I did want to let you guys know, like I said, the data that we were looking at. I'll go ahead and pull that data up for you guys and show you the chart we were using for those who are new. It was sent a while back to me by a friend of mine that there was a signature popping up in the Schumann data or Schumann resonance data, specifically the quality data. And I'm going to have to switch this over to English, so give me a second. My Russian isn't very good. There we go. So in the quality data of the Schumann resonance data, there was a certain signature that would show up right at the 7th, the 15th, and the 24th. And we were, or the 14th, I think, 15th, something like that, 15th, yeah. And we were able to pinpoint shifts. Everybody would always say there's a shift this, that, you're right. And Moneybags would have his hands full with work and just all this stuff would all of a sudden happen. We'd suddenly, evidence the shifts. Well, right now we haven't had our shift signatures, haven't had them in quite a while. I don't have a graph of the signature right now in front of me to deal with, but this is the data we were using. Well, recently it's been completely garbled. It's been irregular as can be. This is an odd double spike in one day. Normally it's a single spike. Hey, Scotty, I'm thinking it's the same thing that happened to you and I that one night. It seems like a certain time of night her internet just stops, and I don't know why. But it's like it just says, I'm done, no more, and it just quits at a certain time of night. I've had it. You've had it happen to you and me once, and I think I've had it happen before that one other time. I think that's what happened. I waited a little while to see if she was coming back on before I came on too. I didn't know what you guys were doing. But great to see you, Scotty. But anyway, our data recently has been so garbled, I can't even depend on this right now. I just want you guys to know that right now it's just not working. This is an odd little thing right here, though, because normally it's one spike in a single day. That's an odd little double spike right there. But those who don't know, that's what we were using. When I talk about a signature, that's the signature I'm talking about, is in this quality data. I know a lot of you are here already know what I'm talking about, but for anybody who's finding this later, perhaps they'll have an idea. You can go back and look at my earlier work, and there's even one I mentioned might have found a signature. I believe was the name of the might have found a shift signature was the name of that video, I believe. So there's that. But recently, all my data has changed, supernaturally changed. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I just couldn't resist. I know that's mean. But that's what we were going on for a while. If you guys notice, especially if you're new to the Mandela effect or newer and coming across this work, if you guys notice any patterns that you can come up with in like any pattern you think follows shift signatures or shifts, let me know. I would love to see it. Maybe we can work something out on it. Recorded a little bit of the rest of the talk. Nice. That's something else. Time does seem to have changed, doesn't it, guys? Time, it's just the movement of time, I should say. The inertia at which everything moves. That seems to have changed, hasn't it? Every time I go to do the 1/1000 thing, I end up being like way on, like spot on. I'm not off by any means. Every time I go to show somebody it anyway. I haven't really done it by myself. So we can know how well you guys can see that. But 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Okay, stop. I screwed that up. Reset. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. So it looks like I got off by a couple of seconds. I don't know if that was just me. Maybe I messed up, or if that was the timer. That's interesting. I did end up getting off by a couple seconds. Follow the biorhythm also. I found when we have a shift, my biorhythm is mirrored to what it is supposed to be. Really? Now that's some interesting information. Goes back to the magnesium data we were finding. Biorhythms. Interesting. Has anybody else experienced it? And what do you mean by biorhythms? Let's be specific here. Hey, Michelle, good to see you too. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out for a little while. I'm just popping on the chat, just put some up on the channel, I guess, pretty much. Just get out a little bit of information I had to get out. Nothing major, super. Like, no new Mandela effects. I'm not going nuts and losing my mind or freaking out over anything tonight. Sorry, guys. You ain't that lucky tonight. Maybe about 8 more monsters and I'll be, ripe to freak out about something, huh? Anyway. A lot of people have been asking me, well, let me back up. I work with the public, and I'm able to bring Mandela effect up quite a bit in the public. And I found that a lot of people turn the question on me and ask me, what do I think is causing it? And I'll be honest with you, as the theory guy, I don't know. I can't sit here and definitively tell you this is what's causing it. I've got some good theories, some more good ones that I'm working on. I really feel that emotion is a heavy part of it. Our emotions, what we're I don't want to say portraying because it's not portraying. What we're not amplifying. There's a word I'm looking for. Resonating out into the world, I guess is the best word I can come up with. What's coming out of us as our emotions are felt. I think that's a key piece of the puzzle. I do. I think the Schumann resonance is a very key piece. I think that's about all I got that I'm sure of. Empathy is a lot too, which brings me back to the emotion thing. Being empathic to emotions, it more relatable to emotions than most people. I'm even working the idea that maybe we all experience some type of trauma, and they got to be the same trauma. And I'm thinking that's where this "we all died" came from, or a lot of these near-death stories or near-death experiences. And I don't mean dying and coming back. I mean like just being within a obstacle that could have ended up the wrong way. And I don't know. Maybe we just all experienced some kind of trauma that allowed us to open our eyes. It's just a theory I'm working with right now. Maybe we handled it differently than most people. Maybe that's what makes us special. Maybe we can channel our emotions differently. I don't know. I say that very lightly because there's times that I find my emotions overwhelming too. So just to be fair on that. Steve says he's got a screwed up theory. I'm really hoping he goes ahead and puts it in chat. Because I definitely read it out. I'm all about theories, no matter how screwed up they are. Lord knows I've come up with some screwball ones myself. Get time with me. It's time for the wolf to pop back over and pay a visit. Yes, it is. Yes, ma'am. Summer's starting to slow down. After Labor Day, I should really be able to kick back up and get things going again for the channel. Some reason, summertime just not the time for the wolf. It's my hibernation time in the summertime on this channel. In the wintertime, I come out, but all right, Stevie, I go ahead and shoot me that email. I know you got my email, most definitely. Go ahead and shoot that to me, and I'll what I can do with it. If you want, I can go ahead and present it too. Maybe not tonight, but let me know on email if you want to present it. And I'll do actual presentation, do a whole video on it if you want. Speaking of doing videos on things, I have to stop and give credit to my old co-host, Unirock. Unirock has done an amazing job lately. I'm so proud of him. This guy is single-handedly put in the investigation time and put in the work to completely disprove the claims of the QAnon. He not only did that, he's proven who QAnon is, undoubtedly, without question, prime evidence. Guys, if you don't know who Unirock is, go check his channel out. Check out this investigation. He's been doing it for months now. He's recently got on the Kev Baker show and presented all his evidence. He's done an amazing job. I'm so proud I cannot even begin to say. So Unirock, way to go, brother. Keep on fighting that truth. Keep on keeping on. You're doing a wonderful job. Fighting for the side of truth. So, very proud of you, brother. Keep it going. Kill this QAnon crap all the way out. It's complete fakery. QAnon, I got to admit, I stayed open to it. He asked me at the very beginning what I think, and I told him I'd like to think, because we believe there's a cabal, I'd like to think there's a group of good guys also. Sadly, I'm a little upset that it was proven to be falsified and fake, though I had my ideas about it. But I really did want to believe maybe, just maybe, there was this cabal of white hats inside trying to help us out. And there still might be. Huge rabbit hole. He took an 8 or 9 month investigation, is able to bring down people like Jerome Corsi from InfoWars. Like, is proven these people time and time again. Jordan Sather. Yeah, I'll say his name on here. I'm not afraid to. He's proven that Jordan Sather is nothing more than a shill. Destroying the illusion, working for the QAnon group or with the QAnon group, or at least pushing their stuff. After clear evidence that it's been, it's fake. It was a huge rabbit hole. A lot of investigation, a lot of work he put into it, and there are people out there trying to take credit from him right now. And a newspaper article, or newspaper journalist, wrote an article with all his information in it, never gave him a lick of credit for it at all. And it's such crap. Unirock deserves all the credit. I've watched him for months and months and months work this investigation. I know it caused it, but people aren't ready to hear it. It would destroy a lot of lives if I shared it, but I'm going to explode if I don't say it. Because of ME, I stubbed my toe in the 80s, said Scotty. Well, damn it, Scotty, I'm going to need you to quit stubbing that damn toe. I don't like my reality being flip-flopped and frazzled around and all that funny, funky, flavory stuff. I don't even know what words I said there, but they all sounded great, didn't they? I'm gonna need you to quit stubbing that toe, or at least get it fixed. All right, I'm tired of these changes being consistent. Anyway, I'm just up here rambling, guys. I'm just goofing off tonight. Not even gonna lie. I didn't have a whole lot to begin with. I wanted to get the Unirock thing out. I wanted to get out the stuff about the data. I wanted to get out a couple names I wanted you guys to go check out. I've done that. So, no, I haven't had a chance to go over and check that out, Michelle, but I definitely will. I ain't had a time to do a whole lot of anything, to be honest with you. 16-hour days or something else. They start to get to you after a while. So, the damage can't be undone. Oh, damn it, man. I really want this ME world to go. I want to go back to Sagittarius. I thought about what I was about to say. That might be construed as a sexual comment if I ain't careful. And I'm wondering if that's why some of these videos aren't getting marked. We're saying Sag instead of, or thinks we're saying something. You know what I mean, guys. Anyway, moving along. Wonder if the AI is hearing a different word than we're saying. Mm-hmm. I can't really think of anything else I've got. I ain't seen any real big Mandela effects lately. Moneybags has put some up, but I really ain't resonated with them. I don't live in California, and I don't know the band that he put up recently, so we dropped a video on it, but gave an early release on Saturday's college. Oh, nice. No, if it was on Scarabs, I promise you I didn't see it. I can 100% guarantee you I didn't see it if Scarab Performance did it. Nope. Not gonna either. He has me banned, and I'm just fine with that. I might watch every now and then just to see what kind of lies are being told in this community. Yeah, that's what I said. You heard me. Not afraid. But generally, I don't tend to watch scary performance stuff. Oh, it was on yours. Okay. In that case, I'll definitely have to check it out. Most definitely. He's got me blocked. Apparently, if you disagree with Scarab, here's a hint, guys. Do not disagree with Scarab. He will block you. Yep. I disagreed with him trying to get the whole community to act like flat earthers and email Coast to Coast AM and mass email them and force them to have him on their show. I gave my 2 cents on it. I disagreed with him, and that was enough to get me blocked, I guess. Funny how that works. Anyway, Helen, hey, great to see you, Helen. Hey, I probably need to play, don't I? Play a little bit of Words with Friends with some people from the M24 group. Horrible about getting back to playing, like really bad. I used to did, but that whole I will definitely go take a look at that show. Most definitely. Something else I need to get off my chest, guys. We need to be careful what we consider as evidence as a community. Now, yes, our memories are our memories, and I'll never say anyone's memory is incorrect. I will say that sometimes we, just as everybody else, have the ability. Hey, Jay Holland, great to see you, bud. We all have the ability to misremember. Even if we're Mandela affected, guess what, guys? We're still human. We can still misremember things. Let's be careful what we call evidence. If all you're going to show me, for instance, is old newspapers, yes, there can be some good residual found. Don't get me wrong. There can be residual found in newspapers. I'm not saying that. But if all you can do is show me typos and news evidence you can give me for residual, it's questionable. Because, number one, there's still human error. Number two, every newspaper isn't 100% concrete, every word correct. I can't count the errors I've seen in papers across my life, across the globe, across the country. I've seen all kind of random small letter or word errors in newspapers. They happen all the time. I'm not saying you can't find good residual, but it should only be a piece of the evidence. It shouldn't be all the evidence that you have. In my opinion, that's not going to convince me, but I'm kind of hard to convince of stuff because I stay skeptical unless I just have 100% cannot doubt it. This is true. Or if, again, one of my memories, something I'm sure I remember has been changed. Now, that's something else. If you're not sure it's something you remember, say you don't remember. It's just that easy, guys. Don't try to fit in. I beg of you. And this isn't for the people in the chat room, more so the ones that will be watching this later after it's recorded. Everybody in chat room, I'm preaching to the choir, and I know I'm preaching to the choir. I know that for a fact. But as I stepped away from the community for a couple months, I noticed some disturbing trends begin to develop. And not only did they develop, nobody called them out. Nobody spoke against it. It bothered me. Not only did nobody speak against it, some people were all for it. And that bothered me even more. It's like when you know somebody's lying and everybody believes it but you because you know it's a lie. That's the kind of bother it was giving me. And that's why I made the last video. And that's why pardon me. All right, guys, on that note, I'm going to cut this short. I've got work calling, so I've got to get out of here. I didn't have a whole lot to talk about to begin with. I hope everybody's had a great evening, enjoyed this live stream. Remember, be careful who you believe and what you believe. And that's all I'm going to say on that. Yes, Jay, definitely. Send me some pictures, please. Send me some pictures on that. Appreciate it. All right, guys, this is Dark Wolf. Remember always stay awake, but dare to dream. Bye, everybody.